Okay, so
And we have
hello.
member of the audience.
We have decided to try a thing. This is me and my friends playing D&D. Whether this is going to be severely edited down or not, I don't know. But
Probably
to
for
start
the
us
best.
off, we're going to have a bit of an intro. I will introduce the world we're playing in, and then we will recap what happened last session, because this is our second session. We're all experienced players, so we started not at level 1. And then we shall see what happens. So, I have it in order: Sneck, Tercel, and Pope. So, Sneck.
Hello. So I am Sneck. I am a very tiny kobold. I am an artificer at level 3.
I'm playing Tercel Pyrocorax, who is a level 3 Order of the Lycan Blood Hunter, and he is an arrogant one who looks essentially like a large crow.
I am playing Pope Temple. I am a level 3 Warforged Cleric of the Forge, using the UA Warforged with some slight changes to AC, because although we're not fans of the newest version that's come out on D&D Beyond, the armor class was a bit OP, so we've modified that slightly.
Yeah, we did some tweaking stuff. And we find ourselves in the world of Ellutatia, on the continent of Raccoon. This world is homebrew, and I created it a couple of years ago now. And we are currently in the country of Elmea, in a town called Holitem Bay, which can be found where this red ring is about to appear. Right there. Last session, we had a bit of fun. The group landed from an airship, and having only really met each other on the airship, they kind of were like, let's stick together for a bit, and found a notice board. In fact, I shall show the notice board now. They found a notice board with lots of things to do, whereupon they decided to go both to the temple to speak to Ionus, who is a priest of Helia. There was a lot of hilarity that came from that. And also go to speak to Lieutenant Kirig of the Overwatch, which is the Holitem Bay guards, basically. They found out a couple of things. What did you find out from Ionus?
Silence.
I wasn't expecting to jump in yet. I'm just checking my notes.
There were some people going missing from each of the individual temples, and they wanted us to start looking into it, essentially. So I got the information on a couple of them, but I think Tercel was quite keen to also talk to Lieutenant Kirig and earn us some coin. So
Yep.
We'll do 2 in 1.
Quick job first, longer job second.
Yeah.
And so they went to Lieutenant Kirig and got told to head down to a sewer entrance not too far away, and went down with some guards who showed them some strange webbing that was kind of faded and old, and also scratches on the walls and blood splatters.
And strange.
Nobody knew what had happened. Then as they were standing there, one of the guards was stabbed right through by a purple scythe-like implement, it looked like. And as he fell, they saw a really strange insectoid-like creature with purple chitinous, or chitinous, however you say it, armor on its back. And a large mouth kind of just going at them. And that is where we left off. So today, we are starting in combat.
Oh, nice fade out.
So, I haven't matched the colours, I just realised. So what I will say is blue is Pope, red is Sneck, and yellow is Tercel.
Okay.
Cool.
I will just make a note of that so I don't forget myself.
Yep.
So Sneck was lead/middle. This is going to confuse me because Sneck is yellow.
Yeah, Sneck is yellow on my screen.
But red on the other
You
thing.
can actually change your colours. That might be an idea.
Ooh.
We can all do that. You click on the colour.
Aha.
I will set mine to black.
I can't. Why
Oh,
I'm
can't
going to be orange for fire.
I can't seem to click on it?
The square at the bottom of your right.
Yeah, it won't let me do anything. Oh,
You've
hold on.
gone a weird shade of something.
Oh, that's. Oh, yeah, I have, haven't I? That's funky. Oh, hey. Oh, hello. Hang on. Oh,
We're
I'm red
getting
now.
used to the controls.
No, no.
I'm going back to
Hold
blue
on.
just for the sake of this fight, just so it's easier to see.
How can I not change this? And why have I gone?
Technical
green?
difficulties.
Right. So
Somebody
hold on.
change me.
Blue is Pope. Oh, okay.
Somebody.
You're not meant to
Right.
have that kind of character revelation this early in the campaign.
Hang on, let's do
Ooh.
maybe just ignore me.
Stay. Okay.
Okay. What if it nope. Nope. No. Okay. This is why we can't have nice things.
If I could change it, I would.
We now enter the traditional
Oh.
pre-game.
It gives me a hexadecimal choice. What's red in hexadecimal?
Oh dear.
column of color options above it. There was when I.
Yeah, there was.
I can't see it for some reason.
Weird.
Okay.
Oh wait, okay, I've looked it up. It's fine.
Right.
Okay,
Okay then.
Hey! There we go.
bills to pay the bills.
There we go. Right. Colours
Right.
match now. That's good.
Huzzah.
Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Hey!
Ugh.
18.
Right. Wait. Just one moment.
Also 18.
I got a lousy 11.
Okay. So, 15 or above.
18.
Both of you 18. Who's got the no? I play it when it's a pair between when it's a draw between players. You guys get to choose every turn who's going to act first. But I
Okay.
will just for the sake of it, I'll write it down as Pope Tercel. But okay. Then the thing. Then Sneck, what was yours?
11.
11. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Despite pre-rolling this.
okay then. So at the top of the round it's Tercel and Pope.
I'm gonna call you guys Purcell as you're acting as one unit.
All right. So I'm assuming that our opponent is the purple dot on this map. Yes.
Yes, you would be
And the
correct.
grey one is the person it just stabbed. Right.
Yes.
Do you
It's a bit.
Yeah. And anything you've got particular planned on?
So, as I recall, when we last ended, the description was the guard in front of us, who I believe is that the black shape.
The grey. Well,
so-
depends what. Finish your sentence because
So he got immediately attacked and appeared
that's
to
this one, the grey one.
basically die instantly. Yeah, he appeared to basically die instantly.
Well,
as
he
last I
went
recall
down
the description.
instantly. You don't know whether he's dead or not. That would be a medicine check when you're 5 feet away from him.
Well, I'm going to skip that completely, and I'm just going to go straight to casting Healing Word.
Okay.
And just, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just gonna. It's a bonus action, so I'm just gonna see what happens.
Okay. You're casting healing word, and you do what healing?
1 second. Oh, my spell app just crashed. Sorry.
Absolute scenes from the start.
In that case, perhaps whilst you work that out,
No, got it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, max. 4 plus spellcasting, which is 3. Nope. 5. So 9 points of healing.
9 points of healing. Not bad.
Yep. And so that was the grey blob, and then the purple blob and the black blob are the.
Purple blob is creature.
Yep.
Black blob is
It's the other guard, isn't it?
The other guard.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go round the other guard to like. Can I? How do I? So there and then to there. So 1, 2, 3. And just end up here basically. And smack it with my
and where?
mace.
Sorry.
Here.
Okay, so
It's gonna go around the back.
Yep.
to there.
Yes. And then I'm going to smack it with my mace.
Smack it with your mace. Roll to attack.
I don't have a
natural
mace
20.
which smack
Natural
people with
20.
the
What a
game.
way to start off this combat.
Hey!
Yeah. I already love this character.
I feel like we need a firework emoji or something.
Unfortunately, because I burnt a spell already this turn, so I couldn't do anything cool with it. So this is just going to be a d6 plus 3, and that's a 6, would you believe it or not?
Nice.
Should I start rolling with the app instead of real dice? Just so it doesn't look
No. So what's
ridiculous?
your damage? What's your damage?
12 plus 3, so 15.
Nice.
This is with your mace, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you get closer, this thing is actually quite small. So you tower over it, and you slam your mace down on top of it, and it just splatters into nothing.
Wow. That's what happens when you roll max damage on a critical.
The guards, is coughing and spluttering in a sewer.
I mean,
Yeah,
we all
that's
would
okay.
be. And there's quiet for a moment as you realise you just took this thing out in one hit.
Not bad.
Thank you. I didn't expect that to go so well.
Don't relax the baby more.
Yes. I was just about to say the same.
This was only a baby. I've seen these before.
Snacky Tursel,
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
roll
I do.
roll perception checks.
Not Pope.
Not Pope, no.
Pope. Yeah, he's a
Oh,
bit
did
of
you
a-
say me? Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Am I perceptive? I don't even.
22.
Well, Pope is perceptive, but also a dumbass.
6. So I am not seeing nothing.
As you say that, you hear
Oh no, they're coming.
Aha!
down the tunnels skittering
No!
and clacking and shrieking.
Oh, he reanimated.
Yes!
Ah, there we go.
They aren't actually there. I'm just putting them there because I can't put them any further.
Sure.
Okay.
And I just realised I did something wrong. There we go. So,
Oh boy.
Hmm.
you finish saying there may be more.
And behold.
And
Why
you
did you
listen,
say
and
that?
you hear the skittering, terrifying noise. You quickly help the guard up, I'm assuming.
Sure, yeah. If I can do that, because
Yep.
are we still in initiative?
You're still in initiative, but you can't see anything. None of you can see. Even those of you with dark vision can't see anything at the moment.
Okay.
Do I?
Sorry,
So-
you
Go
go.
ahead.
So what we'd say is you can yeah, we will go from where we were. So Tercel, you haven't had your turn yet.
Right, and I can't see anything at the moment.
No, you cannot.
In that case, I will use my hybrid transformation.
Ooh,
So-
okay.
Since I was going to start with the crossbow if I had targets, but I don't, so let's just start big. So, you will see Tercel will sort of clutch at his blood hunter amulet, and then stretch out his wings, let out a terrifying avian shriek, and you will see, imagine the sort of classic transformation from human into werewolf, where you get the sort of lupine face pushing out through the human, the arms lengthen, except it's this large crow-like Aarakocra turning into something much more like a hawk or falcon. His beak curves down and sharpens, his talons extend, brighter coloured plumage bursts through the dark feathers, and his wings turn into a much sharper, sickle shape, as opposed to the usual sort of cruising wings. And I will follow that up by invoking the Rite of the Storm, which is his Crimson Rite. So as this transformation takes place, he then slashes at his own wrists on each talon with his talons, and then as the blood drips down his own claws, you can see crackles of lightning and electricity.
Oh, it's so cool. Ah.
That is both my action and bonus action, but I'm now fully powered up for combat.
Wow.
Are you going to
And
move
I will
anywhere? Or
man.
is that it?
I will. No, I will move to here, so that I'm blocking this tunnel.
Okay.
Cool. We have our physical protected.
At this point,
Yeah. I'll take one step further forward, so I'm between whatever's coming in the guard. So,
okay. At this point, you hear the skittering get closer and louder, and you see coming down the tunnel towards you, 2 more of these things. I can't select them. Why can't I select them now? Ugh, I'll duplicate the other ones. One, 2, and they get that close to you. Coming down the other tunnel. Come another 2.
Oh no.
And Sneck, you've got the view of everything, and you've seen the 4 things just running towards you.
I am not happy.
Okay,
It is
So-
now. This guard's turn, and he is actually going to take a step back,
Yeah, that's fair.
I would.
right next to you, Sneck.
Aw,
Hi.
Gonna pull out a crossbow and fire at the one directly in front of him with a 11 to hit. As he fires, it glances off the armor and skitters and splashes into the sewer water. Sneck, it's now your turn.
oh dear. So I announced that everyone these are Krufik! They're scary! And as I do that, let's see, I'm going to do... One second, I had a plan. I'm going to do Ray of Frost on the one that the guard just tried to hit and failed.
Okay.
So it'll be a ranged spell attack against him. So let's do that. 13.
How are you casting this? What were you doing? You're an artificer, so...
Yes, but this is a fairly basic cantrip, so
It's a little pocket thing that just goes...
yeah. I will think on like how best to do it, but essentially maybe it's an ice cube in a flask, and I sort of like just
blow on it. Yeah,
somehow.
Okay. Brilliant, I love it. And as you do, it swirls around the Krufik, as you've just said, and nothing seems to happen.
Dang it!
I'm gonna move back ever so slightly, so I'm actually kind of behind the guard, but up against the wall. Yep, they're perfect.
Okay, you then hear a deeper screech, and bounding out of the darkness comes a bigger creature. Looks very, very similar to the other ones, but is much more terrifying. And it runs right up to you, Pope.
Cool.
It wants a hug.
If it did, Pope would probably hug it. He's kind of dumb.
It's going to...
I think still a robot bear hug needs to be
It's
something.
going to
you
take 2 swipes at you with its legs.
Two swipes.
First one is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
You take 9 points of piercing damage, and the second one comes in for a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah. So the first one manages to find a weak point in your Warforged armor and stab into the meaty bit on the inside. And as it pulls away, you get in pain, but you resolve yourself, and the second strike just glances off your own armor. The guard you just resurrected, basically. He wasn't dead. He was just down. Kind of backs up again. He's terrified. And goes all the way down to here.
I mean, he's got 9 hit points. I just took 9 hit points. That's fair.
And he's also going to draw his crossbow and fire for a natural 20 on the big one. Okay, 1 second.
That's good, because if he missed badly, he probably could have hit me.
I may have forgotten to note down the crossbow damage. Where are we?
So I just test rolled my other d20s, and I got 2 natural 20s and a 10, so I don't know which ones to go with anymore.
It does 9 points of damage to the big one. And Pope and Tercel. Head initiatives, it's your turn.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah, you go for it. I'm just going to read a spell.
Okay. I am going to charge straight down the tunnel at the 2 things in front of me.
To there or there?
Let's go with there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will attack the first one.
Okay, so the one on the left.
Yep. So that's
Okay.
gonna be 14 to hit.
You swing your claws at it, your talons, and its armor is really tough, and the attack misses.
All right, then I will use my bonus action to attack again.
Go ahead.
Come on. Hey! Oh, blimey!
Nat 20 again!
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
What a fight.
This could be bad. Right, so... Hang on a moment. So I'll do the damage on this. Wow, good thing that I crit. That was a terrible roll. So on a d6, a d4, and +6, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
So that's going to be... This is why I wanted to use the maximum damage and then roll again.
Yes, we did say that, didn't we?
I mean,
So, actually, from this point, so it wouldn't affect Pope's thing from before because he obliterated the creature. But what I will say now is from this point, any crit, you roll the dice and then add on whatever the maximum damage would have been. Rather than doing a double for the crit, we're doing max damage plus what you roll for the dice, and then you add on your modifiers.
Yep.
So crits are even more effective now.
Yes, crits are even more effective. Which
like
does
that.
mean I can put you up against harder things.
Or at the very least, more reliable.
More reliable is the... Yeah.
So I've still only add a 3 to what I would have got, but max damage for one of these attacks is 16, so that'll be 19.
And you... So the first one glances off the anger in you, and it's... You come with the second one and just jam it up under the soft edge, under its jaw, and rip down it, and it's completely shredded and gone.
I'll take that.
Okay, it is now the creature's turns. And...
Pope hasn't gone.
Oh, Pope hasn't gone yet. Sorry, Pope.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Searing Smite.
Nice.
Because I really want to try this spell. And make an attack. So as I cast it, the big end of my mace just sort of bursts into flame, and then I'm going to attack with it. And that's a 10.
Total. But Searing Smite lasts until your next attack hits.
It does, up to a minute, but it is concentration.
Okay, so you may, but you've got Warcaster, don't you? No, you don't. No.
Not at third level, I don't.
Not at
No.
third level,
Next
no.
level, I'll take it.
Who am
sure,
I thinking of? Somebody I was playing with recently had Warcaster. Oh, I know who it was. Yeah, never mind. So that may be a recommendation for you in future. But anyway, you miss your attack. So now
Oh no,
the
I'm
little
definitely
one's
doing
skittering
Warcaster
in
later.
and surround Pope. The other one steps up forwards into your face, Tercel. Okay. Oh, blimey. Okay. So,
That does not bode well.
Krithik 1 is going to attack Pope for a 24 to hit.
Why though?
Good grief.
And you take 5 points of piercing damage. Krithik 2
Okay.
for a 20
I'm starting to
hit.
look hurt.
20 hits, I'm assuming?
20 does not hit.
20 doesn't hit!
Yeah.
Whoa.
So my base
An absolute
AC,
tank.
chainmail plus shield plus 1 for being Forge Cleric is 19. But I also have the Artisan's Blessing, and I currently, because I didn't know where else to put it at the start of the campaign, have it set to +1 on my armor. So I'm at 20.
Oh, so your armor class is 20.
It is 20, so it
So then it
just... Oh
so-
no, I can't do maths. Damn it.
Is that your
You take
character
another
or
5
you?
points of damage.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so it does hit, but only
Damn it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good though.
That's very good. These things aren't likely to hit you. I just want to point out, to hit you then, I have to roll a 15 or higher.
And yet you keep doing it.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing that these creatures have that lets them get advantage.
Ah.
And to hit you, Tursel, oh my goodness, I can't stop rolling well now. That is a 24 to hit.
What? Good grief. So that's 19 on the dice, I take it then.
Yes.
Yes, that hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that ends their turn, and we go to Guard 1. Seeing that Pope is basically surrounded, he's going to run up here behind and take out his longsword and two-handed. And he hits. No way! He gets advantage because of flanking, but rolled double 18. So he does 7 points of damage. That Krithik looks hurt, but is still up. And he yeah, no, we can't do that. Never mind. Okay. It is now Sneck.
Okay. Sneck reaches into her bag that she's got on her back.
Yep.
Randomly pulls out a tripod, a gramophone, and a tiny hammer on the far end. And she assembles an eldritch cannon, basically right in front of her. So it's standing on the floor,
Right.
and she's going to activate it as her bonus action.
Yep.
And it's going to be Force Ballista. So I can make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 foot, and on a hit it will take 2d8 force damage and get pushed 5 foot away. So I gotta choose who to try and aim at now.
Who are you aiming at?
Because obviously I've got to go through people. Although I do get advantage on attack rolls.
Why?
Because pack tactics. Does that count in terms of...
Oh yes, you've got pack tactics. So yes. Because your allies are within 5 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the one that the guard has just attacked.
Okay, so...
Because that's like the easiest one to
So
see
this one
anyway.
here?
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna roll 2 dice and take the higher one as the advantage. Well, the
Yep.
advantage. Ooh, 18!
18 hits.
Definitely, thank the Lord for that. Right, so 2d8. 1 and 5 damage, and he gets shunted backwards a little bit.
Well, as you force him backwards, he sort of... Was it force damage you did? He sort of splatters over the other Krithik.
I'm like,
And he is dead.
take that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, the big one is,
Uh,
once again, going to strike at you, Pope.
he
Temple.
could down me, guys.
Oh dear.
I'm working on it.
That's a nat 20.
Oh no!
New dice for the DM, I think.
So it's
Obfuscate those.
just...
Wigs.
Oh no. 14
Rigged.
points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
Oh, we've already lost the healer, damn it.
It's okay.
We are at 3rd level, and I have taken 34 points of damage across 2 rounds.
This isn't meant to be this hard of a fight. I'm just rolling really well.
If you could roll something under a 15, that would be great.
Yep, and we're
Don't
going back
worry,
up
I
to the
have
top.
plans.
And it's got 2. And seeing the guy he knew go down, he's now going to go, wait, what? And run up here as well. And taking out 2 short swords. No, wait, scimitars, sorry.
Oh damn, I like this guy.
He is going to attack with... Yep, that hits. Maths, 16.
Hey.
For his first attack. So that does... Where are you? Scimitar. Nice. He does 9 points of damage. And second attack strikes at it. One hits the massive one and it screeches. The second one glances off its armor. And Pope and Tercel. Pope, roll a death saving throw. Unless Tercel can do anything. Except he doesn't know. So Pope, roll a death saving throw.
Cool. So I rolled a 16, and then you add Constitution
success.
as well, but I'm safe.
That's 1 success.
Right.
You don't add anything to a roll. It's 10 or above or 9 or below.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Well, I don't think I have any healing capacity, but I don't know what's going on anyway, so I will attack the Kruthic in front of me. That's a 15.
15 misses.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious.
Right. Yeah, no, I know. No, it's just the fact that it's because the rolls have been like 19, 7, 20, 8. Right, I will bonus action and attack again. Oh, come on.
Nothing
Miss
happens.
again.
The Kruthic
Frustrated.
is going to strike at the guard. And misses, thankfully. And then it's going to strike at you. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, come on.
Somebody stop this man.
I have an 18.
I'm serious. I rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Like,
What
Maybe
even is this fight?
4. No. Yes, sorry. 4 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And the other guard is going to give himself advantage on the attack by flanking, because they want to take this thing down. That's good. That's very good. That hits. Longsword.
Hooray.
Two-handed longsword.
How are the MVPs the guards?
And that does that.
Special.
That one is looking really hurt.
Deep joy.
Okay. Next one is Snack.
Snack. Okay. Snack runs forward to Pope, screaming, "No, Mr. Pope!" And she will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Hey.
Brilliant.
She
How
can
many
do
hit
that.
points does he get?
Yeah, see, Liz, I told you it was a good
1d8
idea
plus
for you to take a
thing.
healing spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just lost which tab has my important stuff on.
Pretty sure it's 1d8.
Yeah, plus my spellcast mod. Okay, so 1d8 plus. You get 7 healing.
Yay! Pope's eyes, which had been like
Okay,
dim,
so I've
blink back on again.
I've moved up to where Pope is. Sorry, I don't know if I'm able to ping on the screen or not. Are you able to move my?
Where to? Oh yes. Sorry.
So I'm So I'm in front of Pope now.
What? There?
No, round to the yep. And as my bonus action, I can move my Eldritch Cannon because it has legs.
Yep.
So I can instruct it to move.
Oh,
where
it's
was
a
it? Right in front
construct.
of me. Yeah. I can move it up to 15 feet, and as part of the same. Whoa!
Turned
Who's
on.
doing a startup?
Is that noise your construct?
It made that noise, and it basically follows up behind me, and I instruct it to fire at the one attacking Tercel.
Okay, I will mark this this
So I
cannon
will-
in orange as an orange square.
Yep, perfect.
There.
So I get advantage on that because of pack tactics again.
So we can move and attack as a bonus action.
Yes, as part
This
of the
is
same bonus
basically
action.
a
I did
spiritual weapon
clarify
for an
that.
artificer, but ranged. That's cool.
Yeah. So I assume I'm still getting advantage on that.
Yep, pack tactics.
Yep.
It gets that
Cool,
application
right.
for you because you're controlling it.
Snazzy.
Yes, this is what we need.
Oh god. 15 is my highest.
Yeah.
Misses. The force blast crackles into the wall.
Why is this one Kruthik over here so hard to hit?
Don't know, but the big adult one, now seeing things on all sides and seeing one behind it, is going to turn and strike at the guard. For a 12 to hit, which misses, because their armor class is 13.
Wow.
Oh wait, it has multi-attack. That's better.
Oh no.
And he does 7 points of piercing damage. It hurt, but still up. And we go back to the top. Pope, Tercel, your turn.
Right. If I could start by trying to finish off this Kruthik in front of me.
Yep, that sounds good.
Right. Attack. Oh, come on.
No. Oh.
Right.
Do it again. Do it again.
Bonus action attack again.
Come on.
Gonna go over using something else.
Oh no! No!
Oh no.
Right, I'm going over to using something else for my rolls.
Can
Sounds
I
like a
offer
good
you
idea.
a dice in your
Pope.
trying time?
I've got my physical dice in a bag downstairs somewhere.
Pope, Searing Smite's gone because you fell unconscious.
Yep, it has.
Oh, we're doing fine. It's okay.
I don't like this fight.
Oh dear.
Okay. I think it's time for a big spell, so let's go with Spiritual Weapon.
I got spiritual weapon! What does it look like?
Yay! So it takes the form of a sort of translucent with sort of orange like lines to it. Quite an ornate, large warhammer.
He's got a banhammer.
He has a
Okay.
banhammer. And that's sort of just as I swing my arm, it's out of my hand, like sort of up there. But as I swing, it sort of follows my arm with it, and I just go bang, smack it into the creature, and that's
Which one?
5. It doesn't matter. I rolled a 3. I was going for the large one, but yeah, I rolled a 3, so that
Yeah,
that
no,
missed.
that misses.
Although I'm pretty sure, reading the wording, that that's all on my bonus action.
It is indeed.
Cool.
I
attack
play
with my mace
cleric in
again.
another campaign. I know spiritual weapon well.
Cool. In that case, yeah, I swing my mace again.
Swing your mace at
What
it.
else am I going to do? And I rolled a 2.
Oh, come on, guys. I can't be the one rolling well. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna TPK
I'm
you.
afraid you are,
Session 2.
What even is your campaign, Richard?
I mean, we're fighting bugs with a gramophone and some other serious crazy, so, you know.
Right, so you
Yes.
Tercel and Pope, you've both gone now because you both rolled rubbishly. The one by you is going to attack the guard that's behind it and try and hit. And fail to hit. And then the one by you doesn't have advantage because it's on its own. Tercel. 19 to hit.
Oh, just hits. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. It does. 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
How you looking, Tercel?
I'm still on 11 out of 25, so
Okay.
Guard one,
not too bad.
which is
If I can just
which one? I labelled it. That one. It's the one that's behind it. Is going to strike at it. Gets advantage because flanking. Yay! Nat 20.
Oh dear.
So that's 19 points of damage. It is obliterated into nothing.
Yay.
It is paste. It is gone.
Yay.
Why am I the one hitting? This just seems really one-sided right now.
Yeah, just a bit.
Then Snack.
Snick. Okay. Snick is going to move one to the right, so she can see the big one.
Yep.
And she's going to try another ray of frost on it.
Okay.
With advantage this time, because, you know, they're all there. Oh, for crying out loud. 11.
Nope.
Okay.
Swirls around it again. Doesn't hit.
Okay. Then my construct is going to move further up Tersel's tunnel. I would say 10 foot, like, upwards from me.
Okay. So
If that makes any sense.
I think so. Like here.
Yeah, that will do it. And it's going to do another force thingy.
Yeah.
Can it do it?
It's a ranged attack, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, hang on a second.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
It doesn't.
Technically, if it's that square there, unless you want it there,
Will it be okay from there?
well, it's a ranged attack with 120-foot range.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go with there. That's fine.
If you went any closer,
Okay.
you'd be in melee with it.
No, it's quite fine because I rolled 11 plus things and a 16 plus things, so I believe that hits.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So we've got 2d8 force damage, and it's going to get pushed 5 foot away, so it's going to be 8 damage, and it gets shunted.
Okay, it's looking quite hurt, and shifts 5 foot back, you said?
Yes, away from the cannon.
Yep, so it is pushed 5 foot back and skitters and catches itself, and then looks at you angrily. Or looks at the construct angrily, like, other skittery creature. It's then the big thing's turn, and it doesn't have any allies next to it now. And doesn't know where to go, so I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3. I'm going to roll D4 because it doesn't know that the floating orange weapon isn't a thing. I don't think. Yeah, no, it doesn't know. It's going for the guard up the top. And it hits. On the first attack, doing 5 damage. Ooh, ow. And the second attack also just hits, doing more damage, and that guard collapses. The guard up here, the black dot, collapses onto the ground. It is now this guard's turn, and he's angrily going to shout "No!" and swing with 2 scimitars. And in fact, is actually going to move around because he knows what he can do to distract it, so he kind of skirts around it. And first attack misses. 6 and a 7 on the rolls. The second attack hits. Natural 19. And it does. Nice. It does 7 points of damage, and it is looking really, really hurt now. And Pope Tercel, your turns.
Well, I know what I want to do.
Yeah, I've just realised that I've been forgetting to do something. But I should have been making saves for Bloodlust. At the start of your turn, if you've taken any damage since the beginning of your last turn, you must make a Wisdom saving throw to maintain control. On a failed save, you must move directly towards the nearest creature to you and use the attack action against it. But since the nearest creature to me is still the enemy thing, and that's what I do anyway, I'll just carry on with that.
Yep. Okay, so you move up into its face.
Yep.
There or there?
Let's go with 1 over. I mean, it doesn't really matter a huge amount, I don't think, but yeah.
Right.
Actually, I should make that. What's my Wisdom saving throw? I'll do that on here. So that would be. I'm now under half health, so DC 15. And that'll be plus 5. So I don't have to change my attack stats. That's fine, that's a 25. Okay. Sorry, 22. Right, so that's fine, but I attacked the nearest thing anyway. So let's try this again. Oh, come on. Right, I take it a 13 misses.
13 misses.
Right. I go to try it on this. And that's a 14. I got that one natural 20. Every other attack roll has been below a 9.
Join the
I'm
club.
good all the time.
Pope.
Pope, right. Let's go with. Sorry, just let me. Pope is going to attack with the spiritual weapon first. That's more like it. Can't remember my modifier. 18 to hit.
Hey!
18 hits. 18 just hits.
Just hits. Cool. Good to know. And spiritual weapon is 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier, so that's a 6 plus 5. That's 11 points of damage.
So over to you. What happens?
So the banhammer is going to come flying down in a nice long upward arc and just straight down onto its head, driving it straight into the ground and squishing its brain.
Okay, so the massive
Then
hammer
get a hold
swings
there for a
down,
minute
and the
and fade.
bigger Kruthic just scatters into paste on the floor, kind of like a little kobold we know.
Don't talk about my cousin Spurt like that.
And it is gone.
You got banned by the Pope, and that's what happened.
Vince, you have been excommunicated.
Now that is now that's a line. For Pope.
Excommunicator.
Anytime he obliterates a creature, you have been excommunicated.
Oh, I love it.
Robbing resistance.
Oh boy.
Privileges have been revoked.
Right. So actually, I've still got me. That was just my hammer.
Yeah, that was you. You can still
You can
move.
do things.
I'm going to move myself so that I can see down the hallway and just yell, "Turtle, do you need assistance?"
You just hear an angry avian scream.
I don't have dark vision, so I don't really. I think Pope would probably just think, "I'm sure he's fine." But just in case, Because I've still got that torch thing that Snet gave me, but it only gives me like what 5 feet of light.
I'm
I
not
was
sure.
just holding in my shield
I'm
hand.
not sure what a torch does. Hold on.
It's not a torch. It's like a little stone that was glowing or something that she gave me as an artificial
Oh,
thing.
she cast light on it.
Oh, she did cast light.
Yeah, no, you can
Oh, so
see
that's-
like 60 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it was a lot smaller than that. Okay.
No, bright light for 5 feet and dim light for an extra 5 as a
Oh, it's
radius.
only 5. I thought it was
It
like you
is.
cast light on it.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
no,
you can
it's
only
like
see
a
10
tiny
feet.
torch.
Then you can only see 10 feet.
You can see
Yeah.
me.
So because I can't see, I'm then just going to cast light, and this might be slightly abusing the situation, but with a DM who's feeling generous, so might allow it. I want light when I cast it to be just turning on my eyes as if they're twin flashlights.
I like it. I like that flavour because it is you touch an object. You basically, because it is you, I will allow
Yeah.
it. You are a warforged.
I mean,
I will allow
it's-
it that you blink, like a long blink, and as you open your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I could do hands-free by casting it on a shield, but this
Light
does
is a
mean...
radius.
Exactly, yeah, it's
The light
radius rather
emits
than...
slightly from little tiny gaps in your armour as well, and so your head has a ring of light.
I'm a cleric, I'm cool with this.
He's got a head like a colander. I don't understand.
But now there is bright light for 20 feet, dim light for another 20. I looked it up. It's 20. It's so you can see for 40 feet, which is more than enough. Except that was your action.
It was.
So no, you are
I
just,
just
a
realised
glowing
something.
warforged.
Bright light for 20 feet, you said, yeah?
Huh?
You said bright light for 20 feet.
Yes.
Oops, okay, so realising what I've just done, I'm going to back up as far away from Sneck as possible because I'm probably not okay with bright light. And I'm just going to run backwards going, sorry!
Just doing that thing that cats do when you turn a light on and they're not expecting it.
Yeah, probably like arch back and everything, and I just go off sideways.
Okay.
Just blinking a lot and
Is that
backing
done?
up.
I just realised I didn't roll a death save for the.
So my pupils are just like gone.
Okay, that's fine. Never mind. I rolled the death save.
Okay, so am I 20 feet away from you now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
Okay, good.
slightly stunned.
You just watched this robot walk up behind you. And they go, oh, sorry!
It's like crocodile in the headlights of, oh god.
That's amazing. It is now the turn of the creature. Tursel, have you attacked yet?
If that was a new round for Pope, then no, I haven't.
Oh, then it's your turn.
Alright, let's try this again. Attack!
Well, I had a lot going on.
Hey!
Hey!
Finally.
Why do I only get criticals on nothing? That's bizarre. Alright, right, anyway, I have my
What's
damage.
the minimum damage you can do?
18.
On a crit? Yeah, no, this is okay. Over to you for this one.
Alright. Well, okay, since this thing's... I mean, it's all sort of skittering. I've been struggling to hit it. And you said they were quite small. So I'd imagine that it's just been, like, running around the walls of the sewer.
Yeah.
Which is why I've been sort of slashing at it. And then every time a talon misses, it just sort of slashes at the claws as it goes past. So I've just
I like
been
the sound of
trying
that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, trying to chase this thing all around the tunnel. So in the broader tunnel where they were sort of stood on the floor, people have actually been able to fight them. But this one's just been running around the walls in circles. And then I finally just sort of go for bait, attack with one claw in a feint. And then as it goes for that talon, just splatter it with the other one.
Love it. Brilliant.
Just get one big claw through the back of its head.
And it kind of just sits there for a moment and then goes...
I would like to think that as I have it impaled on a claw, I then tear at it with a beak and rip its giblets out. Because why not?
Cool.
Delicious.
You hear more You hear more grisly avian noises.
Oh, this time I can see it in dim light. Just about, I think.
This is now all
5,
visible.
10, 15,
Just something
20,
horrible
30.
down that tunnel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see that in dim light.
Yeah, that's right
There's
on the
now
edge
this
of my vision. I
shadowy,
think.
blood-soaked, stab wound-covered, vulture-y, falcon-y figure with this crucifix impaled on one big talon, just gnawing at the giblets. This big beak.
Cool. Okay.
Oh. Is everybody okay?
Fire
No,
now.
he's down.
Ah!
Can I
I'm gonna.
Who's down? What's happened?
One of the guards!
I'm gonna run over and cast Cure Wounds on the guard that is down.
Okay, you run over. Go. Doof. Cure wounds.
Yep.
So a little robot, I guess, comes out or does something.
That's a good. No, this is. I haven't really thought about my standard spells as being artificer style things, but I will work on it. But yes,
All of your
something for now.
spells are artificer styled. That's how artificers do their spells. They do them with tech rather than actual magic.
I know.
Could I make a suggestion for this one?
Go for it.
You have some sort of little gadget that's got a spool of like medical twine and something that looks or would look to us like the modified inner workings of a sewing machine. So you just sort of press a button and run it along any cuts, and it just automatically stitches them up.
You know what? I was thinking of like a long plaster on a roll, and you just sort of like.
That kind of thing. You've got some kind of automatic suturing gadget.
Packing tape, but yes. You know what? I'm gonna do that. You know.
It's just a
Packing tape
magical.
them up. Yeah.
And roll the healing. How much does it heal? I'm guessing it does a little injection as well of some like adrenaline stuff.
Like what I'm imagining is it's kind of like got a bandage on a roll, and also like it does a healing salve on one side as it puts it under. Does that make
Brilliant.
sense?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to get 1d8 plus 5. 1 plus 5, so 6 healing damage. Healing, not damage.
6 healing, 6 health points. And
Yes,
he
that's
kind
the
of,
one.
well, that was unexpected.
Yes. Right.
Shall we get out of here?
I think so.
Sure.
We should probably take some of this stuff back to show to Kirig, right?
Let's take a look. Or some teeth. Do they have teeth? I forget.
And I like pry open the mouth of one of them that hasn't been completely splattered. I'm just gonna look it up for artwork. Oh yeah, it does have teeth.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
know
gonna
what
take some
it
teeth.
looks like a point.
Oh, they look hideous.
What, Krithix?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're scary creatures. Look at
Cool.
them.
I will Google it. How do you spell it?
K-R-U-T-H-I-K.
K-R-U-T-H-I-K. Kruthic. Ooh, funky.
We take some arms and some teeth and we show them.
Yeah.
How big are the small ones?
They're just a little bit bigger than Sneck, but not by much.
They're
Okay.
all big to me.
I'm just gonna pick one of them up and go, okay, how's this?
It's gooey in the middle. It's dripping. Ew.
I mean, assuming it's about the same weight as Snake, I have the carrying capacity just to pick one up. Take
Yeah.
the others.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. I do that then.
So how much is left of the big one? Enough to take a meaningful trophy?
Yeah, its head's gone, but it's still, you can still see its long scythe-like arms, which have kind of protrusions, spiky protrusions coming out of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take an arm as a trophy.
Cool.
Further proof.
So you can add Kruthic arm to your inventory.
One of those, mate.
One of those.
Ah, yeah, those things.
And
What are
Pope, you
those?
can add
You're not wearing
young
them as Crocs.
Kruthic body or young Kruthic corpse to your inventory.
Cool. I'm
Snack,
not sure
how
it
many
counts
teeth
as my
do you want?
inventory. It's just over my shoulder.
Actually, Snack, roll a survival check.
10. Just a bog standard 10.
You get 3 Kruthic teeth.
Ooh, thank you.
Where should I put it?
3 times 250. I got teeth.
Right. I think we should probably get out of here now.
That's a good idea.
There could be loads more. There could be a nest. We should get out.
Let's go.
Me and my tripod take to the streets.
You keep the tripod out.
Well, it's only like 15 foot of movement per round, so I kind of like gather up the legs and just sort of carry it.
I mean, if we're walking, I think they might be able to keep up.
Maybe. I'll just carry it anyway. I don't trust people.
Yeah, fair.
Mammal squish things.
As an aside, I've just realised, are we in the state of Florida? Because I was basically a baby crocodile in a sewer just then. Flinging that out there.
Green, small, draconic. Yeah?
Yes.
Amazing.
Well, you leave the sewer and head back along the road towards the tower. Only what is probably half an hour after you left.
We smell funny.
Hmm.
Do we?
We've been in a sewer. Do you not have
Do I-
those?
I genuinely don't know enough about Warforged physiology to answer that question as a player.
That's a good question.
Does the Pope have a nose?
Does a Kruthic lurk in a sewer?
Apparently.
The Warforged has no nose. How does he smell?
Don't.
Terrible.
What? You all suck.
Oh dear.
Okay. So, you head back, and you're carrying this dripping corpse, an arm,
Yep.
Yeah.
some teeth. All of you look horrendous, and you just walk back up to the tower. I'm
Yep.
assuming.
I don't see a problem with this.
I mean, I put my hood up, but beyond that, yeah, I'm just game for this.
I probably haven't noticed this is a social faux pas.
If it's taken less than 10 minutes, I'm still in hybrid forms.
Oh. Well, I would have put my hood up anyway because I can't see where I'm
Is it
going.
more than
but-
5 minutes?
10.
10. It as you get there, you kind of swap back to your normal crow-like form.
Right. I guess we knock on the door. We've downed the
It's
job.
an open door. It's there's the reception.
Hello,
The
miss.
receptionist.
Right. We've downed the job for Kirig. Sort of thumps an arm onto the desk.
Have we?
What? What? But
We have.
I thought you were only here like an hour ago.
Found Kruthic. Killed Kruthic. We can go down and look for them if you want, but
Where'd you want this?
Grabs some paper, scribbles a note, puts it, and then does the weird spell thing, and it's gone.
I need to
You
learn how to
watch.
do that.
She kind of sits there, kind of just staring up at you, like, 1 moment, please.
As she's staring, I slide the teeth across the counter.
Like, look, he's got teeth too.
This just sort of stands
I
there
take
with
them back.
And another
permanently frozen
thing
grin on
appears.
his face.
You can go upstairs now, please, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Head up the stairs.
At this point, I have dismantled the Eldritch Cannon and put it back in my bag, so that's dismissed.
She just watches you as you go, like, that is. So you head back up the stairs and once again find room 12. Whereupon Kirig is waiting and kind of he's standing up.
Yeah.
Because he's opened the door. He kind of opens the door as you arrive and then steps back, seeing what you're carrying, and goes, "Well then, I was not expecting this. That
Oh.
was fast."
We had the good fortune, well, sort of, to run into the thing pretty quickly. Was expecting to have to spend some time searching for it, but just ambushed us, frankly. Still, there you are. We found out what it is. What did you say? Cryptic? Not yet being arrested.
Sorry, Pope Temple's trying to attend a different dimension.
And the full blast again.
I'm polishing a shoe.
Well then, let me.
Found, identified, and killed.
That's very, very fortunate. And this was all of them.
It's certainly all the ones we've found. We can go back and do another check if you want.
Just to check that everything has gone may be a good idea.
Still, we thought we'd let you know straight away that we know what it is that's down there now.
And it has teeth.
And to show you that we've got at least, well, we've got one big one and a handful of juveniles.
You said teeth?
Yes.
And I slide him across the desk.
Wow. That's very impressive.
Thanks.
I will arrange payment, and more would be on the way if you would be willing to go back and search further.
Do you want more teeth?
This one put up a fair old fight, so I think we'll take a little breather. We'll discuss
That's
how
okay.
long.
Thank you for starting this off. That's absolutely amazing.
Excellent.
Come
Happy
back
to be
come back before we close today, and I should have payment sorted for you. So that gives you.
Splendid. What time will you be closing?
We close just after sundown, so you've got 6 hours, 7 hours.
Excellent. Right. Thank you very much. Not leave.
Okay.
I gather up my grief to leave.
Before Pope leaves, he says, "Where'd you want this?" With the pointing at the one that's still slung over his shoulder. He's been carrying this whole time.
Could you take that upper floor to the evidence rooms? Find room 8 up there. They will deal with that and do a bit of research into it, I believe. That would be quite useful.
Okay. Pope turns around and leaves. Guys, I'm going to take this upstairs.
Right.
Okay.
I'll follow. Just carrying
I'll
the
go
arm.
up out of curiosity as well.
I go searching for the next room.
Once again, 12 rooms all around. Room 8, easy to find. It's a more kind of clinical looking floor here. Almost like a hospital. but not. I think it's probably the best way I can describe it. Because it's not like a morgue. It's much closer to a hospital, but there is something about it that tells you this isn't a hospital.
It's so clean.
I suppose it is. I look for room 8 and knock on the door.
Why is it so clean?
The door opens silently, and you see a woman in white overalls standing there, and she goes, "My, can I help you?"
Hello, I am Pope Temple. I was supposed to drop this off here.
Oh,
Carried.
Oh, this looks fun. I will. Yes, please come in. Put it on the table. Thank you very much. I assume Keurig sent. Yeah, sorry, you just said Keurig sent you, didn't you? Fantastic.
Would you like some teeth as well?
This
If
one's
you have
got teeth in
them,
it
yes.
still.
To
Okay,
describe
I'll
this woman,
slide
by the
2
way,
of the
she's
teeth.
human, fairly slender, got kind of a mass of curly hair that comes down to the shoulders, brown, kind of a thinner face, and she smiles kind of sweetly at you, and directs you to put the body and the teeth down on a table where you see a lot of implements she's going to be able to use.
Okay, I give her 2 of the free teeth. I'm keeping one for myself.
I hand over the arm as well.
It's the whole one.
Yep.
Okay, I dump the
And a huge
corpse down on the table.
Huge arm.
Yeah. Body of a juvenile, arm of an adult.
Teeth.
Fantastic. Oh, we'll be able to do quite a lot of research on this. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Right. Well then, as we head back out, turning to the other two. Right. What now?
I think maybe we should take a rest and do some planning.
Yes, I could certainly do with a bit of time to recover. Gestures at the multitude of small stab wounds acquired in the last fight.
Maybe we find an inn somewhere, and then we know where to rest after sundown.
Yes, we'll need somewhere to stay in the city.
Sure, that sounds good to me.
All right then. I guess we head back outside and
Yep.
start looking for an inn then.
So, you head out, and then it's mid-afternoon. You could probably say about 4 o'clock, and there's quite a few people about because shops are still open. In fact, it is at this point I will explain the layout of the city. So, over on the left, obviously, we've got our weird little map.
Pac-Man.
The blue circle on the left is where you are. You're just outside there, that tower. And let me freehand draw something. This area here that you're just inside of is known as the Guardian District. Then over in this section here is the Creators District. I'm just finding my notes and map. The Temple District, you can see, it's that entire yellow circle. Up in this section over here is the Political District.
Avoid that one.
Over in all of this section here to the right, from that black line to the right, is the Residential District. Kind of where you are, just near, and this section here. So that section in there is the retail district.
Shopping mall.
Then that one there with that dot in there is the port district.
Where's the nightclub district?
Kobold wants to go to a rave.
I'm gonna
Just
have
a
to
shutter
draw
shades
a-
on and nothing else.
I should probably put some initials in these. I put an F there. That's the farming district.
Moo.
Retail. I'll mark. Right. Retail is an X. A really badly drawn X.
Okay.
Residential is an R. This. What did I say was here? This one was political.
Yep.
So just labelling it and comparing it to my own notes. Right next to the temple district, kind of here, there, is the medical district.
Okay, that's handy.
There's a whole district for that? Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole district because I'll explain more about this country at another point. What are we missing? Aha, yes.
That was quite loud.
This long one here is the Explorers District. I'll mark it with an E. Then,
Yeah.
and then finally there are two districts split here. This one here is the Smiths District. So
Ooh.
right next to the Creators Districts, there's the Smiths District. And then here we have the Communications District.
Oh no.
So I'll put a plus for the Creators District, and I can remember the Guardian District and the Port District. So, these are the 12 districts of Holitem Bay. You are currently in the Guardian District, and you meet someone who explains all of this to you, because I'm hand-waving this a little bit because time.
Sure.
They kind of say, well, if there is anywhere you want to stay, that's probably best to go to the Explorers District because, well, that's a lot of adventurers and miners and general explorers, but also a kind of expansion of the city and what we could be doing in the future. But a lot of people go there to rest up. There's a few good pubs there as well. So.
That sounds promising. Thank you very much.
I'm going to let the actual non-construct people look for taverns. I have no idea what I'm looking for.
Where should we go? Maybe somewhere that we don't get looked at too much.
Yes, somewhere discreet and fairly cheap, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so
Sorry, what was the S for on the map? I'm just making notes.
that's the Smiths District.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody is called Smith.
Shall I add that to my list of names? I am also Smith now.
No.
Pope Temple Smith.
Pope Smith.
Bish, Pope, Church, Temple, Smith.
Oh man.
Why don't we just call you
You're making me lose
Hammer
my train
Smith
of
for
thought,
giggles?
guys. You're making me lose my thoughts.
We need to find a tavern.
We are the thought thieves.
New party name.
We need a tavern with a nest and a wardrobe and a small basket for me.
I mean, I don't even need the wardrobe. I can just stand in a corner.
Yes, but it's creepy to do the eye thing.
I'm quite
I'll turn off.
You're not a nightlight.
Okay. It
Just
takes
bop him
you
on the head. Is that?
half an hour to get there, and I guess you're just wandering for a bit, looking out for taverns and inns.
Oh, excuse
If
me.
you're
Just
actually
exploring.
looking, I want you to make perception checks.
Okay.
Oh, I'm actually good at those. Oh, natural 20. I know the entire layout of the city.
I have advantage on any perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
I got
That help at all?
You could
smell a
smell
tavern?
out alcohol. Let's say
Yeah,
that.
follow the smell of beer.
Oh, someone's gone really digital.
Yeah, that is a deeply unpleasant noise. Ah, interesting.
Yes, I have earphones on as well. It's really unpleasant.
It's Liz. It's Liz. It's Liz
Are
who's
you-
doing that.
Ah,
Are we sure it's not Pope?
is everything back to normal?
Oh, she's on text now, apparently.
Yes, because you are. Yes, you're in sunlight. It's the mid. It's 4 o'clock. The sun's still up. What?
What?
What did you roll? I had you muted because you were making a weird noise.
Sorry, I had an 8 as my disadvantage. So
That blew
Okay.
out my ears.
Tercel?
really,
I rolled twice and got an 11 both times.
Okay. You, Sneck, you don't see anything. It's too bright. You're kind of like, sunny. Tercel, you can smell it coming from a few different directions, so you're not sure which way to go, really. Pope,
Mm.
with a nat 20,
I get them on the dumbest things.
you
on
locate
brand.
4 different pubs. The Monkey Puzzle Inn,
Oh my god.
Cool.
Waterside Tavern, the New Inn, and the Squishy Wizard.
Oh dear. How did I locate them? By like seeing them, or
You had a weird moment of clarity, which allowed you to kind of just focus on buildings, some that you could only see through some form of magical means that is probably part of your body, but you don't really know how to activate it. It just happens sometimes.
okay? So, where are we again? What city was this? My notes were.
Holitem Bay.
Holitem Bay. Okay, so Pope just somehow stops in the middle of the street and in a very encyclopedic voice goes, Holitem Bay, population large, not currently estimated. There are 4 pubs in the immediate vicinity, and just lists them off immediately in a very robotic voice.
Okay, hold on. Would you like me to do the robotic voice?
Please, I didn't have the name. I didn't
Monkey
get all the
Puzzle
names.
Inn, Waterside Tavern, the New Inn, Squishy Wizard.
What do you think, Mr. Tercel?
I don't really know anything about any of them.
Alright, you sound discreet.
More information. All right. Certainly an entertaining name.
Whatever a monkey is, puzzles. Perhaps it has board games.
Sure. Let's start there then.
Okay.
Okay.
So, following Pope's weird knowledge that even he wasn't entirely sure he knew he had,
Human Encyclopedia for the win.
yep, directs you to the Monkey Puzzle Inn, which takes another 15 minutes to get to. As you get there, it's part of a terrace of buildings, all made of wood, kind of a little bit rickety, but it looks jovial. As you head in, you hear a band playing. There's something about it though. You look and you see kind of everything's placed out meticulously by the band, but there seems to be something missing. You're not sure how you know that. And then you look around, and then the bar is quite full for this time of day. And you realise that the band is actually performing. There's a performance going on. Everybody's looking at them. They don't stop as you come in, but a couple of people do glance in your direction. To describe the interior, it's almost all wooden floors, wooden walls. It's dark oak, but it looks grand and it looks spectacular, but not expensive. It's nice. It feels like a home, just full of people. And there are a couple of people running around. You see a man with kind of cropped black hair but pointed ears, kind of wearing an apron and some overalls, and he's running around passing plates out, gathering up other plates, moving it around, putting some bowls of some small nibbly food out, taking payment from different people. You see a red-headed girl doing similar things. Her hair kind of curls a lot. You see behind the bar an older woman with long silvery hair tucked behind her ears, which are also pointed. And the patrons are a mix of people. You see humans, elves. You spot a couple of horned people. One of them with a kind of slightly darker olive skin. Another one sitting a fair ways away with red skin and red horns. You see standing near the back a rather tall man, bald, tattooed, grey skin, standing with his arms folded, but his head's nodding along a bit to the music.
Grog, is that you?
Hello?
Mr. Tercel, do you think they'll like us here?
Hello?
Hello?
Ah, sorry, you all keep freezing. I'm going to refresh the page, see if that helps. Hang on a moment.
Okay.
Farewell, Birdman.
Hello, Russian avatar of Birdman.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Seems to be running a bit
it's
better.
back.
Okay.
Right. Yes, I missed the last minute or so of description there.
Basically, it's a nice mix of people. There's a couple of tieflings. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Dear
Well-
Lord, we've lost connection with Canada! No, he's just frozen in a bemused position. That's great.
I saw him blink.
No, you
Oh.
you froze through the same bit of description and ended with just a nice mix of people and a couple of tieflings.
That is it. That'll
That
do.
is it.
Okay, so nice place, nice mix of people, all seems fairly normal, just a nice tavern.
Yep.
All right.
Should we
Sounds
try here?
Yeah, looks good.
Sure. This seems lovely.
Okay. what do
Maybe
you
if I
want to do?
pretend I'm your daughter, we get discount.
And I just like put my hood up.
Well, let's see. Right, so I'll head over to whatever looks like the bar in here.
I'll follow along.
So as you approach the elven the old elven lady walks over and goes, how may I help you?
How much would it be for 3 rooms for the night?
2 rooms. I'll be okay.
Oh, yes, of course. You don't need a room, do you? 2 rooms for the night.
2 rooms for the night. Will you be needing any breakfast?
I think breakfast would be nice.
Yes,
And dinner,
please.
because we are approaching towards the evening now.
Oh, perfect. Yes, 2 rooms with dinner and breakfast then.
2 rooms, dinner and breakfast. Let me just consult what we are serving tomorrow morning.
Splendid. Oh, and while I think of it, do you have a bath that we could use?
Yes, that will be an extra 2 silver.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. For 2 rooms, breakfast. That will be, and the bath, so 2 silver. About 8 silver.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
To cover you. This evening, when we start serving our evening meals, we have got some mutton and potatoes, or for somebody who may not want any meat, we've got some locally grown vegetables from our farming district, roasted with some spices, and let me tell you, they are delicious.
Oh, splendid.
And then tomorrow morning, it looks like we are planning on bacon, bread, and a few other pastries from our local bakers.
Sounds yummy.
Question. The Warforged does not require food. Is it possible to eat food?
You have a mouth,
He
correct?
wants space, please.
Yes. Do I have anywhere it leads? Do I have a mouth? Do I have a throat?
Yes, yes you do.
Doesn't have a digestive tract.
It doesn't have a digestive tract, but the sound that emits out of him has to come from somewhere, and so you have sort of a throat.
Okay, so I have a way of ingesting food.
He's gonna get crumbs in his speakers. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am not dismantling you and getting soup out of it.
He just gets really buzzy.
Do you have a preference for tonight, that we may prepare it in time?
Mutton, please.
Mutton for me too.
I shall try the mutton as well.
3 servings of mutton and potatoes. I will get that sorted, and we will be serving in a couple of hours. So either you may explore the city a bit more, or come and enjoy the band. We are down a member, sadly. He's not shown up to rehearsals. This band come and play here every week, and they're regulars, and everybody loves them. But their resident kind of leader who plays his lute and sings for us has gone missing. We don't know quite where.
Tell me, was this...
So that I'm letting you know in case you think their music sounds odd at all. I've had a few people point it out already, so I've got to the point of pointing it out to people before they point it out to me.
Interesting. We've heard of a few other disappearances, actually. Was this band member an elf by any chance?
Half-elf.
Interesting. Any connection to any of the temples?
I know that he he goes to that area fairly frequently. I don't know whether which temple he goes to in the district, if he goes to any of them, but he goes to the district.
Curious. Thank you, anyway. Right. I think I'd like to start with that bath, if that's all right.
That's
Could you
absolutely
show me
fine.
the
It'll take a little while to heat the water, but we can get that going for you shortly.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I need one too.
Yes.
You go
Now
first.
then, can you sort out 2 baths, please?
Ooh.
One moment, Mother. Hold on. Thank you. 2 baths. Sorted. Get them done quickly. Let you know when. Bye. And he's gone.
Much appreciated.
So, are you going to do anything else whilst you wait for the baths?
Should we order drink?
I was about to suggest exactly the same. What do you have to drink?
We have the local ale. We have some imported from Elmea City itself. Would you like to name these?
Oh boy.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Where's the...
We are in the Monkey Puzzle Inn.
Yeah.
And they have 3 kind of beers. So you've got the one imported, the local one, and then there is a home ale, a house ale, which itself is called the Monkey Puzzle.
Okay.
So we've got the Monkey Puzzle ale.
No, it's...
And then I'll let you guys name the other 2.
Okay.
Because I like to involve you guys in a little bit of the world building.
Ellutatia Pride, because London Pride.
Elmea Pride, we'll do that. One more.
I'm trying to find the thing I've read before of an AI attempting to generate craft beer names.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, this is worth the wait.
Here we go. So... somebody pick a number.
Between
7.
I was going to say there's quite a lot of them. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strawbone masher.
Bit different. Sure.
Okay, so
If you'd picked 8, it would have been not beer.
Not the best beer.
okay, so ale-wise, you have the choice of Monkey Puzzle, Elmea Pride, or Strawbone Masher. They're dropping back into character. There are also some wines we have on offer. Standard fare of the local area. We also have some ciders grown from our local orchard, and some spirits as well. It's your general lots of different things pub.
Oh, fire. Strawbone?
Certainly. Pints?
Does it come in a bag? Judging by the noise.
No, Pope just happened to find a bag of peanuts.
I thought he was short-circuiting.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please stop?
Sorry, static.
Oh, that was Strawbone as well, please, or whatever it was called.
Someone nearby must be receiving a messaging spell.
Are you not too young to be drinking alcohol?
No. I'm old enough to be a mom.
She kind of glances down at you, but can't really see under the hood at the angle she's at, so just kind of... well...
It's different for non-humans. Trust me.
Yes, I know.
Gesture is generally a bird form.
I am an elf.
Yes.
All very different.
Indeed. Whereas you benefit from a far longer life than a human, we are, well, on the other end of that scale.
I
Means
haven't.
less time to drink.
Indeed.
Well, I haven't had the chance to meet many Aarakocras, so it is nice to meet you.
And to meet you as well.
My name is Liliana.
Tassel. A pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Tassel.
Yeah. I'd shake your hand, but and then just holds up like one blood-caked talon.
I'm going to go with you're of the adventuring sort.
Yes, freshly arrived in town.
Fantastic. Well, enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Please enjoy the music. I'm sure the baths will be ready for you soon. Here are your drinks.
Excellent. Thank you.
And you sit and listen to the music for a little while, and then Darren comes back to tell you your baths are ready. You go and clean up, wash yourselves off. Then after a little while, you head back down. A couple of hours pass and food is served. The evening kind of draws in. The sun is getting lower. What are you going to do?
Right. Let's
Pope
head
is
back.
going to make horribly awkward small talk with everyone in the bar by being super enthusiastic and weird while he waits for the other two to get back from their
You
bar.
get extremely odd looks from everyone.
He does not notice. He
And
is
one
dumb.
man spits at your feet.
I would probably just walk over and try to talk to someone else.
Okay. But everybody's ignoring you or giving you kind of sneers.
Cool. After
For
a
the
while,
fact
he
that
probably
you're trying
gives-
to talk to them. Not that you're
Yeah.
there, for that you're trying to talk to them.
Pope, come and sit down.
Okay. He goes, sits back down. He probably would have given up before the others got back anyway. Sits back down, takes a drink. It probably he only has a very fixed jaw, so he probably loses quite a bit over the side.
We need to think of a plan and maybe prepare.
Indeed.
So maybe we rest up and do more things in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I think before the sun sets, we should return to the tower and collect payment. And
Oh yes, money.
probably return to the temple and collect any things that we ordered.
Can we assume this was a short rest?
Short rest, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, it should also note throughout the course of this, because of course Tercel will have had his bath and then mostly dried off, but feathers are difficult to dry. So as he sits and dries further, he's slowly getting sort of fluffier and fluffier.
It's just like a pigeon.
Yeah.
I would have totally just wallowed like a crocodile in that bath and blown bubbles for like half an hour. So
It's just a little pair of nostrils.
yeah, that's it. Just, yeah.
I love it. Okay, so you head back to Kirig
So bubbles on head.
after you've eaten, I'm assuming.
Yes. So
Yep.
that's probably-
And you head back up to him, and he pulls out a bag and goes, "Well then, for your efforts, we've given some to the guards who were with you. Well, thank you very much for looking after them as much as you could. Here is 1,600 gold."
Ah,
Thank you very much.
Wow.
And so that's a total for you to share,
Yeah.
however you
Wow.
deem fit. They needed a lot, and for how much danger some adventurers put themselves in, they're willing to pay a lot. And especially
I mean-
the fact you've said you're going to go back, that upped it a little bit as well. but you may get some more after the fact
All right. So
if
that was
you go back.
okay. Hang on. So that was 1,600 split between the three of us.
£533 and 33 pence reoccurring. Or whatever it is in gold and silver.
533 reoccurring.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Mm.
I am the richest kobold in the world.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I think that's not bad for our first day in town.
Yes, quite.
This place has too much coin. You should be liberated of it.
I think I agree.
Love of money is the root of all evil.
Also the root of a comfortable night.
Yes, that's it.
You make your way back to the Monkey Puzzle Inn. The band just finished their set, and they're slowly packing up all their things. You do notice that most of them are elven at that point.
Interesting. Looks like this whole disappearance issue has got something to do with the elven community around here.
Yes,
Yes.
I noticed.
Well, maybe once we've done the second sweep of the sewers, time to start really investigating this temple business.
Do we know what this guy looks like?
Hang on. Pope Temple's taking off.
I've muted him again.
I might need to do that because I can't hear anything.
Is that my fans again?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, right.
We need a description of this elf, half-elf.
I'm sorry? Who is... Oh, hello, little one. Yes.
Hello.
Who? What?
The band member that's missing.
Oh,
What does he look like?
he's about as tall as me, and that's about 6 foot. He has short brown hair and slightly pointed ears. He's a half compared to us full, but we get along with him very well. He's such a lovely man.
Why do you think he would go missing?
Beats me. I've heard tale of, well, they say I've heard tale. I know some other elves have gone missing from around the place. Probably want to go and speak to our little district of a district. We have a little elven district in the residential area.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well, we will see what we can do.
Thank you. It would be good to have Cervelis back.
Sorry, what was the name?
Cervelis.
Interesting.
I have no idea how you spell that, but it's there.
Sovellis.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Cervelis.
As you rest up and go to bed or power down in the case of Pope,
I just stand in the corner with my eyes off.
Yeah, you get a long rest. And
Yay.
morning comes, breakfast is served, and we will see what the next day holds next time.
There we go.
So that's next and what you guys decide to do. Right.
Excellent. I'll give you time to think and
Because of the filming thing, if anybody does watch this, bye. Hopefully,
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I completely forgot we were doing that.
You all forgot.
you all forgot. I didn't. I've got my little timer going.
I didn't.
Right.
I probably would have paid less attention to my shoes.
I think that's
Hopefully you'll be back to see
I
what
gotta do this.
madcap
I got duties in the
adventures
morning.
these guys
Meanwhile,
will get
I
up to, because a world awaits.
hopefully
Bye.
ability to roll higher than a 10. Cheerio.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, friends.